sweets, and welcome back to another episode. I am doing today my teriyaki pork stuffed peppers. Yes, this is a recipe that I've created, and I wanted to do something very special and unique for my family, and I hope you guys would enjoy this recipe. Try it for yourself. I am going to take you through a tutorial, but not so much as a tutorial, so you can watch and see me prepare this meal. So first we're going to cut off the tops to these bell peppers. We are going to cut it midway or a fourth of the top off, depending on the size of the bell peppers. And we're not going to discard the tops. We're going to cut them up in diced pieces because we're going to use it later on in the recipe. But we're going to slice the bottom of the bell pepper so that they can sit flat in your pan, so all of them won't topple over. Now you may have a few that will do that, but mostly it won't. So we're going to pre-boil them for about 5 or 10 minutes. We're going to let them pre-boil because we're going to put them in the oven. So right now I'm showing you all the ingredients that I'm putting inside. I'm using a red pepper because, a red onion because it's more pungent. And I'm showing you also that I had pre-made some rice, and I put some water, I put it in the oven. I'm going to let it bake. I put a little salt to it so it has some flavor. So right now what you're looking at me taking the bell peppers out after 10 minutes. This is the type of pork that I'm using. And you can use any pork, beef, turkey, whatever for this recipe. It's still going to come out delicious, okay? Make it your way in your kitchen. This is just a clip of me doing what I do in my kitchen. So I pat dry my meats. I'm cutting up some zucchini. I'm putting diced zucchinis, and it's just a rough chop. Onion, zucchini, bell peppers, you know, the whole 9 yards, because I'm actually trying to introduce more vegetables to my kids so that they will enjoy it, but they enjoy it better when it's incorporated along with the other ingredients. Flavor is what we want in our household. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, like, and share. I'm welcoming all new subscribers. Thank you all who have been supporting me and just ride with me through this journey. So this is the ingredients or seasonings that I prefer using. Some garlic, fresh garlic. We're going to do some brown sugar in this because we're going to make the sauce, okay? And so I'm using some soy sauce, sesame. We're using the mirin. We're doing the whole 9 yards. It's going to be off the chain. So if you have time to marinate, please do marinate. And if you don't, leave it for like 15 minutes or so, and it'll be just as fine. Let your meat marinate before you go into the searing. So I'm just going to add some fresh cauliflower and broccoli and carrots on the side. So right now we're going to heat our pan to the desired temp, and we're going to sear these off. Now you're not looking for a very deep sear like with the char and everything on it. What you're doing is searing it partially of the way for about 10 minutes or so. 10 or 15 minutes or so. And then we're going to incorporate it in the rest of the cooking process. So let's kick it a notch up with the queso. Queso cheese, y'all, is the best, and it makes an excellent crust on top of these peppers. So I'm doing the minced garlic and my seasonings. I'm going to go ahead and get those like kind of cooked off for the first maybe 2 minutes. And then we're going to add in our liquids, okay? So everything I do it in layers because I believe in building flavor in layers. So as you watch me put this together, it's very simple. It's nothing complicated or hard. I'll leave the measurements down in the description, and feel free to season to your taste, okay? So we're using some ginger. I love ginger. I really do. And if you heard me so many times in my other videos, I really do love ginger. So we're going to let that cook, and we're going to let the sauce begin to thicken. Why? Because we just added that brown sugar. And we're going to let it thicken for another 5 to 10 minutes and you're gonna watch it bubble and season. I even put a clip in here. It's like mind blowing just to sit and watch sauce come together and just bubble. Okay, so I think that's the chef in me. Anywho, so when you do that, that will enhance all the flavors. It's gonna bring all the flavors together, and it's gonna be delicious. You guys, for the first time I made teriyaki sauce, I did not make it as good as I made it this time. This time, oh my God. My children, my family, everybody enjoyed this recipe, and I am so proud of myself because it was one of those days that I really did not feel like cooking. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. But okay, so this is some slurry. And what it is 2 parts cornstarch to 1 of the liquid, which is water. And you're gonna just simply stir it in together. That's my baby girl. She's helping me to add in my veggies while I try to film it for you guys, so you see step-by-step process and how it looks. So I've done my veggies and then I added my meat into it. Now this is the rest of the cooking process for your meat, so don't worry, your meat is not gonna be raw or anything like that. It's gonna be very tender and delicious, y'all. Look at that beautiful shot. It is so pretty just to add all these different colors of vegetables in it. And everybody knows you eat with your eyes first, and then you taste. And of course you're gonna taste your food as you go along cooking it. So you wanna get your measurements up to your standards and how your taste bud and your family likes it, okay? So this will hit the table, and I'm telling you, everybody is going to indulge and is going to tear it up, okay? Tear it up. And I believe what I'm saying because the evidence is in the pudding. I'll show you at the end. It'll be so tender. You guys, you're going to stuff it, right? And you're going to drizzle. I like to drizzle some down on the bottom of the pan because it enhances the flavor. Remember, we cut the bottom off the pepper, so it's infusing both ways, from the top to the bottom, from the rooter to the tutor. Anywho, so I drizzled some teriyaki sauce on the top. As you saw me reserve some, I drizzled the rest on top. And here's the queso, y'all. We're gonna put that queso in there. We're gonna put it in the oven for a good 30-35 minutes and let them bell peppers roll. You do not have to put a cover on it, but this is the end result. You guys, I love it when you hang in the kitchen with me. Today was one of those days that I needed the extra support and the extra boost of morale, okay? So like, share, and subscribe. I thank you all for watching. You all be blessed. Keep God first in everything you do. I love you. I'll talk to you later in the next video. Try this recipe, y'all. You see it? Cut tender with a spoon. How bad is that? I love you. It's so good, y'all.